Looking at the miserable state of last year's Xiaomi 14 Ultra, it's safe to say that this year's Xiaomi 15 Ultra probably won't escape the same fate. Of course, not everyone is going to subject their phone to brutal tests. Most people, when they get a new phone, will choose to put on a screen protector. But anyone who's used a curved screen knows that applying a perfect screen protector is really difficult. I can still vividly remember how the Xiaomi 14 Ultra was ruined by an ultraviolet screen protector back then. So here's a word of advice. When applying a screen protector to a curved screen, be sure to check if your screen still has its oleophobic coating. Otherwise, you're very likely to end up with a situation like this. At this point, a lot of people will probably say that Xiaomi's Dragon Crystal glass is really tough, so there's no need for a screen protector. Yes, it's strong, but at the end of the day, it's still glass. If you look at the Mohs hardness scale, you'll see that glass is as hard as quartz. Everyday dust contains a lot of quartz particles, and the tiny scratches you see on your phone are caused by them. That's why many people choose to put a screen protector on their phones. In order to find a screen protector suitable for curved screens, I opened up some shopping apps, but found there were just too many types: original ones, shatterproof ones, AR eye protection, 9D full adhesive, privacy and eye protection, you name it. It was honestly overwhelming, so I decided to just buy all the popular brands on the market and do a review of curved screen protectors, and at the same time, give everyone a bit of a science lesson. After I finished applying all the tempered glass protectors, I discovered where the problem lies. This video applies to all models with curved screens. In just a few minutes, it will help you avoid all the pitfalls when choosing a screen protector, and might even save you a lot of money. This video is sponsored, packed with information. I recommend like and saving it for later. The root of these problems lies in curved edges hindering tempered glass to stick. With a Xiaomi 15 Ultra, which has curves on all four sides, this makes screen protector choice harder and risks are higher. Even with precise manufacturing, producing millions of units causes variations. Using more factories makes these variations increase. With factors like different production batches, even for same model phones, it's hard to find two screens with identical curvature and precision. This applies to tempered glass and cover glass too. Many brands, big and small, make tempered glass, and their production can't match major manufacturers. Discrepancies become more frequent and significant. My screen protectors this time fall into four types: full adhesive, soft film, edge adhesive, and UV. Each type has its own way of addressing manufacturing tolerances. First, let's discuss UV protectors. Most UV protectors nowadays don't have black borders, so they don't block the display area of the screen. To address screen tolerances, UV protectors use liquid adhesive to cover the entire screen. As long as it's within a controllable range, tolerance doesn't really exist for UV protectors. The adhesive works like cement when building a wall. It naturally fills in all the gaps under pressure, greatly increasing the margin for error during application, but since it's a liquid, it also carries the highest risk. If the adhesive accidentally drips onto the buttons, it can cause them to malfunction. Moreover, low-quality adhesive may start to peel off after some time. The reason why we often can't remove screen protectors is that the adhesive has corroded the screen's oleophobic coating. Next is the hydrogel film. The factory-installed screen protectors that come with new phones are usually this type, and many people never remove them, even after using the phone until it's retired. But in fact, this kind of film has a very short lifespan and easily picks up fingerprints after being used for a while. For those who like to play games, the screen can be covered in scratches in less than a week. This is also related to its material. The oleophobic coating on plastic films is usually very thin because, unlike tempered glass, they can't undergo high-temperature electroplating processes. The feel is quite poor, and the design of the top cutout easily collects dust, making it troublesome to clean. However, since it's cheap, people tend to replace it more frequently. That's also why its sales are so high. If you really like it, taking advantage of free replacements through after-sales service would be a good choice. Next are edge glue tempered films. To put it bluntly, these are basically an IQ tax. The edges only have a strip of double-sided tape less than 2 mm wide to adhere to the screen's perimeter, and the entire center of the film is suspended with no adhesive layer at all. This hollow design tends to look whitish and can also produce rainbow patterns. With this type of film, 8 out of 10 attempts at fingerprint unlocking will fail, and the dots on the film are extremely dense, making the overall appearance quite poor. The only advantage is that it's easy to apply and you don't have to worry about bubbles, but the adhesion is really poor. Just a light lift with your finger and the film comes right off, so be cautious when purchasing this type. Next is the full adhesive screen protector, which can be considered the closest to perfect among all types of protectors. Unlike edge adhesive protectors, the full adhesive type is completely covered with adhesive. The back of the tempered glass is thoroughly filled with jelly glue. The way full adhesive tempered glass solves the issue of large screen tolerances is by using a thicker and stickier jelly-like adhesive. This jelly glue is quite similar to the slime we used to play with. With a thickness of just a fraction of a millimeter, it is firmly attached to the glass. Its material is moderately soft and hard, which allows it to compensate for a certain range of errors. In this way, the tempered glass and the screen are tightly bonded together, allowing for a better fit with the phone and making it less likely to come off. Because of the adhesive layer, it's very easy for tiny air bubbles to appear when applying the screen protector by hand, and they're quite difficult to remove. That's why having a good alignment tool for full adhesive tempered glass protectors is extremely important. The tempered glass screen protector I bought from Chugutu uses this kind of roller-style alignment tool, making the application process very simple. You can apply the protector perfectly in one go, and there won't be any white edges around the sides. Next, we'll move on to instrument testing to conduct a comprehensive evaluation of each product's light transmittance, oleophobic coating, and edge strength. Nowadays, smartphones have become an inseparable part of our lives, and prolonged screen time can cause visual fatigue, which is closely related to the light transmittance of tempered glass protectors. Because the light transmittance of a tempered glass protector determines whether it can better restore the display effect of the screen, any screen protector will have some impact. However, as long as the light transmittance of a tempered glass protector reaches over 90%, it will be indistinguishable to the naked eye and won't affect daily use. The test results are shown in the figure. Almost every screen protector achieved over 90%, except for the privacy screen protector, which is extremely low. The harm it can do to your eyes is immeasurable, so unless you really need it, it's truly not recommended. In fact, the main purpose of applying a tempered glass protector is still to protect the phone and prevent scratches. The hardness of tempered glass protectors stems from its strengthening process. Unprocessed glass breaks easily, its edges and corners being the most vulnerable parts. The higher the hardness of a tempered glass protector's edges, the more durable it will be. Here I used a corner pressure tester to test the edge strength of the protectors. Since soft films are flexible, they were not included in the test. The test results have been compiled into a table for your reference. To achieve a better user experience, an oleophobic coating is also an essential component. The oleophobic layer is a fingerprint-resistant coating with a lotus effect, which can be applied to the surface of the protector by machine spraying, plasma spraying, or vacuum evaporation. The three coating methods are ranked as follows. Machine spraying simply involves spraying fingerprint oil onto the surface without any further processing. Plasma spraying is a more balanced approach, where plasma arcs are used to heat the glass, and then a robotic arm evenly sprays the coating onto the surface. Vacuum plating is the technique used for our phone screens, where batches of tempered glass are placed in a vacuum furnace, and the fingerprint oil is atomized and attached to the surface, resulting in longer lasting effects and a better tactile feel. Testing the quality of the oleophobic coating is also very simple. Using a water contact angle tester, you drop a water droplet onto the surface of the film and measure the contact angle. The larger the angle, the rounder the droplet, and the better the oleophobic layer. After testing each one in turn, the results were compiled into a table. Of course, whether a screen protector is good or not isn't just about its hardness, but also its coverage area. The coverage area not only determines how much protection the film provides, but also directly affects its appearance. If the coverage area is too small, it can result in incomplete coverage and dust accumulating along the edges. Of course, having too large an area isn't a good thing either. If it's too big, it can cause white edges and even be pushed up by the phone case. After testing each one in turn, the results were compiled into a table. To sum up for everyone, first of all, the least recommended is the UV film. It's full of pitfalls. Not only is it difficult to apply, but it can also easily lead to disastrous results for your device. If you happen to use glue of poor quality, it can even cause the glue to shrink. Next, be cautious with edge-glued tempered films. The middle is hollow, the screen looks washed out, and fingerprint unlock isn't sensitive. It's basically a waste of money. Then there's the hydrogel film. Although cheap, it doesn't resist fingernail scratches, and after use, it feels sticky. However, if there's a free screen protector service after purchase, take advantage of it. If you want the ultimate feel, it's still recommended to choose a full adhesive tempered film. For example, this model from Chugoku looks great once applied, and the adhesive layer increases the touch sampling rate, so fingerprint unlocking is instant. Plus, it comes with a quick apply feature, which is very user-friendly for those who aren't good at applying screen protectors. The purpose of making this video is to help everyone avoid some pitfalls and gain a deeper understanding of the characteristics of screen protectors. I hope this has been helpful to you all, and I'll see you in the next video.